Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Steamers coming in at 3-1, going up against the Saints, who come in at 3-0.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Memphis Steamers. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On play action, they'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be third down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Play action here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, yeah.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. A handoff as they run the counter play. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Evans. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
They're in the counter now on 1st down. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wildly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They'll drop the throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Back to the Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Set. 3-19.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Set. Green, 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Leopard. Blue, 90. Back to the Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Back to the Philly. Here we go.
On 3rd down, it's Fields. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Back to throw here. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Evans has it left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here.
Over. Gone.
Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. All right, now look at this.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive team?
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. And Parkey's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They begin the drive with Hill, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. Don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken farm from last night's gone to your head. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down carry. It's Hill. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They run it again with Hill. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Again, they run with Hill. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Back to the Philly. Here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
drop to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Hill. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.